Right, so we're back on the river again today, trying spinning for salmon again, as you can see. The river's not a bad height. It's a wee bit dirty actually. I prefer it when it's a sort of peaty colour, whereas this is more like just dirt. I mean, it's not too bad though. I mean, there should be a chance of getting fish. There's been a couple of fish sighted further down the river, so I guess they're going to have to run up through. Like always, just your luck. But what I've got today to try is I've actually got this new braid, times 12 braid, and it's 20 or 25 pound. It's quite strong, but it's actually really thin. It's about the thickness of 6 pound line. So I'm giving this a go today. I mean, it basically means you can cast easier and you don't have to try quite so hard. I mean, it seems to cast quite easy. I mean, the other braid wasn't bad, but this is even smoother. So I will give this a go today and just see. I don't know how strong it's going to be if we hook the bottom where it touches rocks, because it's so thin it might not last. But as I said, first time I've used it, so we'll give it a go. I bought it a couple of winters ago, never put it on the line, on the reel, so I thought we'd give it a go just to try something different. Trying this gold lure again first of all, just to give it a go, why not? Water looks good. And as I said, fingers crossed, there should be fish running. I don't know for sure, but I don't see why not. Would have liked to have done fly fishing today, but it's probably a bit dirty for it actually. Just got to watch you don't get your lure in the tree. I've lost a few lures in trees over the years. But timing wise, the next 2 to 3 hours should be good time for fish running off the tide. That's if there is any running. As I said, I don't see why not. I mean, good a chance as any. It certainly makes it effortless casting, that new braid. And as I've oiled the reel handle, it doesn't squeak anymore. I haven't fished one of these for a while for salmon, but that's a Devon minnow. It's quite a small one actually. I would normally fish bigger ones, but somebody left a message in the comments of the last video that maybe I should try a Devon minnow. That this is a floating one, so it won't get down quite so much. Hopefully it would mean that I'm not going to keep hooking the bottom and getting the weed the same. As I said, I haven't fished a Devon minnow for a long time for salmon. I mean, that was always the traditional method. Used to see on fishing programs when I was a boy. And I did actually have my biggest salmon on a Devon minnow, a 13.5 pounder out the river. They are good salmon lures, but I did find sometimes that you would lose fish. The fish would hit the minnow and not get hooked for some reason. But we'll see, maybe we can raise a bit of interest for something with it. And the more traditional method really, I think, than Rapala. And certainly don't get as much weed, it's kind of handy that. Well, this is a wooden Devon minnow, so it tends to not quite float, but not get down that much. I do have metal ones there, quite heavy, and in the big water they're good, but I think today they just sink to the bottom and you'd end up catching the bottom all the time, get weed. So we fished that for a few minutes and didn't have any joy. I mean, to be honest, I hooked the bottom and then I waded out to get the lure back. That kind of scared any fish that would have been there. Gonna go down and try the end, this other good big pool. So I was gonna go further down, but as I walked past I saw here and I thought this looked rather good. Never had a salmon out of here, but I know that people have caught them. And obviously the fish have to run all the way up the river, so you think you've got a chance anywhere really. Actually changed to this Flying Sea. It's a silver one with a black bottom half to it. Oh well, there's a fish there. I think it was more of a big trout than a salmon, to be honest, but there we go. It's a salmon, it might have ran on through already. Saying that though, it probably was a salmon thinking about it. Who knows? Wasn't that big though, 3-4 pound by the look of things. Still would do. And then I hit the tree there. Only trouble with running fish, if that, well, like that I guess, you know, they tend to move very quick, so unless you spot them and you cast straight away, you're probably going to miss it. encouraging at least we saw something. Okay, at the bottom. So I did manage to get my lure back off the bottom without losing it. At least if you were to hook a good sized fish here, you might have a chance of landing it because the streams aren't too strong. Salmon fishing there, which is positive. First potential salmon I've seen this month. But I think it must have been running on through. I'm going to move down to a couple of pools down. There's a bit I quite fancy trying, which is good. So this certainly looks the part. Never landed a salmon here, but I've lost about 6. It's a good bit. So I think the water's actually slowly getting clearer. Oof, keen there. So I never lost my lure, that was lucky. I just cast too close to the edge and caught the ledge. So I've changed to this blue one again. Sometimes good when the water's like this. It's not actually as dirty as it was when I first come down, I don't think. All the light factors changed and it doesn't look quite so bad, but sometimes this blue one's good just as it kind of starts to clear up a bit like this. I suppose the thing is the fish have to be there to for you to get a bite, and I don't see why they shouldn't. Did see that one running earlier on, that other pool. Nice to see a fish even. Had a fish turned right in front of me. Again, I think it was only a grilled. But to be honest, your chances of seeing a fish turn and actually casting and getting it are pretty slim. That's positive, that's 2 fish we've seen today. It would have been nice to have fished the river a few decades ago when you would see sort of like hundreds of fish all coming in at once, the massive shoals of massive salmon. I mean, that's 2 fish we've seen, so they are obviously running, but if it's just literally like 1 fish every couple of hours, I mean, the chances of you getting one are pretty slim. You never know. I mean, who knows how many fish are in the river. I mean, conditions should be quite good for it. At the bottom there. So I managed to cast my lure into the tree. Someone else has lost a lure in the tree as well, and I'm caught on the fishing line that they were using. It's not looking too great for getting my lure back out, because it looks like it's salmon line, so it'll be 20 odd pound. That's stronger than my leader, so ideal. So I got my lure back and also got their lure, which is a wee black map. It's probably Andrew Mackay, he catches a lot of trees. That was the guy that got the 10-pound salmon on the video last August. Go whoever wrote it has actually gone through the loop there, and I had a bite of lunch and I fished with that blue one for a while and didn't have any joy, so I've changed to this orange one. Give it a go. I don't know if it'll make much difference. Worth a try. Certainly got quite a good action, this one, compared to more of a vibration than the wee blue one I had on before. And I have caught salmon on these orange ones, and it tends to be more when the water's up more than this and it's more coloured. Now maybe the colour's the same, but it tends to do quite well when there's a lot of water, sort of 3-4 feet in the river. Not to say that it couldn't do good here. I don't see why not. Right, so that's more or less the end of today's session. No salmon again, not for lack of trying. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.